Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So recently, Wack 100 did an interview with Adam22 on the No Jumper podcast, where he basically clarified a bunch of things pertaining to Blueface and Chrisean's beef the other day, and also the beef between Soulja Boy and Blueface. First off, Wack spoke about when Chrisean recently pulled up to Blueface's house and them allegedly getting into a scuffle. He basically confirmed that Chrisean did, in fact, call the police. The only disappointment is she left and fled the scene before they got there. He claims that usually whenever she threatens to call the police, she usually does, but then she leaves right before they get there. And that's only because of her copious amounts of warrants. He also mentioned that Chrisean has a tendency of popping up to Blueface's house unannounced, wanting him to see the baby, knowing that Blueface doesn't want anything to do with Junior. Well, there has been a lot of speculations of where the baby was placed prior to her getting to the house. When the video starts, we see Blueface recording the baby in the front seat of the car. Now, there has been different stories and timelines of whether the baby was in the car seat in the back seat at first. She may have taken the baby out. They may have allegedly gotten into a scuffle where she temporarily placed the baby on the front seat and then got back into the car, where we then see Blueface starts recording the baby in the front seat, where then Chrisean proceeds to come around the car to take the baby out the front seat to place the baby back in the car seat in the back. Now, the only thing I can see that could clarify all this and just put the rumors to rest is if Blueface has working security cameras. Now, if he has working security cameras facing that side of the house, then where's the footage? Where's the footage to prove where the baby was prior to her getting to the house and right before she left after snatching his phone? Then the other thing is, Adam also mentioned something in his comment that kind of stuck out to me. He jokingly asked, did Chrisean rip off her nails during the altercation? Well, that kind of stuck out to me because that might have explained why Blueface had a scratch on the inside part of his hand between his forefinger and thumb. Now, Chrisean claims that's from him hitting her in the face, but you can see it's a cut and it's between his fingers, not on his knuckles if he had put paws on her. We're still waiting on the footage of Blueface going to her house and demolishing her refrigerator door and cabinets. But we'll see. Now, Wack also mentioned that whenever Blueface tells Chrisean that he's on the way, she basically bolts before he gets there.
She's a cop, call him.
She's a snitch, huh? We put her in that box now. You're right. You're right.
She said, I'm calling the cops, and she called them.
I mean, so much has taken place in the Blueface universe.
She's been coming by the house every day for the last 3-4 days, bro.
Trying to do what?
Pulling up, talking about, don't you want to see the baby?
And he's still maintaining that it's not his, right?
Straight up. He said it looked like Charles Barkley.
Is that an insult?
Scottie Pippen. Kevin Garnett. He said it looked like everybody but him.
Every basketball player?
She called me on the live. She had his phone. She left with his phone.
Right.
The same case Blueface caught in Vegas, she did the same shit.
What do you mean?
And said it. I took his phone. Like, you take them off. You gotta remember, these iPhones are over like $750, so it's considered a felony.
Right. That's a good point.
And she's dumb, man. I'm telling her, dumb ass, stop saying, yeah, I took his phone. You live. And then she got the fucking baby on the front seat. No car seat. You know, you can't have a baby on the front seat till they like 8 years old.
I know.
A certain weight. Baby's on the front seat just rolling around.
Hey, keep in mind that like Britney Spears at one point in her career.
What is it called?
At one point.
CPS? What do they call that shit?
CPS, yeah. Britney Spears had a huge scandal because she was driving her car with her kid on her lap because she was trying to get away from the paparazzi.
You can't
She was driving like in a parking lot, like not a far distance, and she got in the media for that. Nobody gives a Blueface and Chrisean are just driving around with the kids doing God knows what.
They only give a when they say Blueface did something. Now here you got this, bro, because Blueface exposes, right? He says, you got this baby over here laying on the front seat, no car seat in the car. So she says, oh, you hit me. Now listen, bro. Blueface is pretty good with his hands, strong with his hands. She said, you have blood on your hands. If Blueface hit this bright yellow ass girl that hard to where he's bleeding, she's sitting here, makeup is flawless. But she had to say something, she's smart, to deflect from the baby laying over there on the front seat.
But let's be real, a lot of times when you're in a domestic violence situation, which it's been a long time since I've been in one.
She don't live there.
You're not going full throttle. You're not beating her like it's a man.
He never let her in. He saw on the cameras and came out with his phone. What are you doing here? Can you leave?
But didn't she snap a bunch of her fingernails off in the process? I felt like maybe the blood had transferred from the fingernails. It looked like they were maybe having a little grappling match type thing.
He had no blood on his hands. He didn't have nothing on his hands.
But that's what she's saying in the car. She's saying, look at the blood on your hands.
Because
you can't really see it in the clip.
She don't want people to think about the baby that's on the front seat. There's no car seat in the vehicle.
Right.
She's unfit as a mother. She's unfit as a human being. Whoever her family, friends, or loved ones, they need to really sit down with her, man, and try to get her some help. So she calls the police, right?
Right.
But only she couldn't wait for the police. She's like an impulse thinker. Why would you call the police and can't wait for the police? Because she got like 7 million warrants.
Does she really?
Yeah, she calls them but can't wait for them. So she leaves. So now we got cops at the house.
So the cops show up and they're just confused.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna talk to them. We ain't called you.
And they're just wondering, where's the girl at? Where's the girl we talked to? Normally the domestic violence victim doesn't just leave.
The dispatchers tell them it's a female. Right? There's no female here. So now they say, well, there's a female in the house. Man, you're not coming in this house, man, disturbing this house.
And so you were there for all this?
Well, you know, I was like 10 minutes away.
You pulled up once you got cracking?
Pull up, yeah. But you know, usually when he tell her I'm coming, she'll leave.
Now, when it comes to the Blueface and Soulja Boy beef, Wack feels that he could put all his money on Blueface because he feels that Blueface would beat Soulja Boy's culata if they got into a fight. Even though Soulja Boy ghosted Blueface that night at the liquor store, he feels that Soulja Boy would have definitely showed up for a paid tournament.
Fuck with that.
There is one topic that if we don't talk about it, the fans will think that we have really left something on the table.
What is it?
Blueface versus Soulja Boy. It's pretty much the story of this weekend.
Okay, so here goes the thing.
An epic battle, a tale as old as time. Schoolyard Crip versus the biggest, baddest. I'm going to put Soulja Boy in my top 5.
First of all, listen, we're not going to do that.
Sorry.
Because you're a white dude.
You're right.
This ain't got nothing to do with Schoolyard Crip or the homies. It's got something to do with 2 rappers, Blueface and Soulja Boy. One just so happened to be from Schoolyard. The other one's associated, affiliate, or something else, right?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, if you ask me who I'm betting my mortgage money on, Blueface beat the shit out of Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
But Soulja Boy will show up to fight.
But he didn't show up to that liquor store that Blueface went to, right?
Yeah, that was some weirdo shit. I don't know what's going on.
That was the address that Soulja Boy gave him?
Definitely address. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Okay.
You know, they was ready to give us $200,000 and just watch the fight in the middle of the street.
$200,000?
That's a fact.
Who was going to give $200,000?
White boy.
What white boy?
What's the white boy be streaming? Say his name, I know.
Aiden Ross?
There you go.
Aiden Ross was going to give them $200,000 to fight in the middle of the street for his stream.
Called me 100 times.
Now, in a separate interview with Lazar 2 Official, Blueface was asked once again, who does he think is Chrisean's true baby father? How does he feel about Chrisean covering up her famous face tattoo on her neck? And how does he feel about squabbling up with Chrisean's brother Petey, Chrisean's new boyfriend K Suave, and of course, Soulja Boy?
Man, we're going to get straight to the circus. Because my boy, we're going to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get to the straight shit everybody want to know. Who do you think is the true father of Chrisean Jr.? We keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You my nigga, you know what I mean? So we keep it 100. What do you think?
I think it's her ex, honestly. They've been known to deal longer than we've been known to deal. While we was continuing to deal. I think the baby looks like him, honestly.
So you don't think the baby looks nothing like you at all?
What you think?
Man, hey, man, I ain't really looked at the baby like that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to take your word.
I got kids already, so it's like, you know, I'm expecting something. But it's scientifically proven. That's not my child. Swabbed them. Yeah, swabbed them. I got paid to do that first little issue, so if y'all not paying me, if somebody want to give me $100,000 to post the DNA test, shoot it.
So what is your current relationship, you know what I'm saying, with Chrisean right now? And you think down the line, you know what I'm saying, y'all would like patch things up and everything would be copacetic? Keep 100.
Honestly, Chrisean's a wild card, so when she gets to playing her hand, I try to just communicate with her, you know? Like if she pulled up to my house unexpectedly, I tried to just calm the situation down instead of amplifying it. And that never works though. Usually she just gets sporadic.
So what do you think about this play? You know what I'm saying? Just bear with me. So say if y'all made things, everything cool, you know what I'm saying? You passed things up with Chrisean and everything was cool with Jaden. Think about this. So you know the song The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica, right? What do you think if Chrisean and Jaden Alexis made a song called The Blue Is Mine? Come on, man. Tell me that wouldn't be fire, you know what I'm saying?
Chrisean is not mine and blue is not Chrisean's. Chrisean is a lost soul looking for some validation. I don't know, you know?
Okay, see, I was trying to get 25%, but if he doesn't want to die, then
she's already tatted somebody else, so.
Oh, you talking about K-Swap? How do you feel about that, man? Keep it real, you know what I'm saying? When you seen her tat up all your, you know what I'm saying, got rid of all the Blueface tats and got somebody else's name, how did you honestly feel about that? Keep it 100.
Just felt ungenuine, you know, it just felt like, okay, should do it for anybody, so why should I think it's cool, you know, for me? That's all. It don't really, that's really all it is. It just makes it special.
So is there any beef between you and her new nigga K-Suave or K-Suave?
No, but I would like to squabble cuz because his bitch keeps showing up to my house. Like, if he can't control his bitch, we got to get down, bro. Like, you know? Okay. I go for her little brother, Petey. Anybody standing next to her that's not telling her, yo, don't pull up to this nigga house because he don't really fuck with you. I wanna squabble cuz. So when I beat cuz up, then she like, oh, I don't want to do it again because then you're going to get beat up if I do it.
Okay. So you heard it first. All the names he mentioned, y'all have 24 hours to respond. Because my boy out here, you know what I'm saying, he's ready to squabble, you know what I'm saying, with the shits, you know what I mean? And here's the thing. Here's the crazy part. Speaking about squabbling, why the fuck didn't Soulja Boy show up? Like, what you think? Why you think he didn't show up to squabble you? Are people afraid of you or what?
I just hope somebody show up on somebody in Chrisean camp. I just hope one of them show up so I can really, so that somebody can really, you know, feel it and be like,
feeling in that
fighting this nigga again for you, bitch. Don't go over there. Fight this nigga again. That's all it is.
So can you?
Nobody's telling her that. She got nothing but yes people like, you wanna go over there? Oh, okay. No, bitch. I'm gonna get beat up if you go over there. So I don't want to go. I don't think you should do it.
I'll feel okay.
Wow, Blueface has a lot on his plate. Now, all I gotta say is, Blueface, choose your battles wisely. And when it comes to Chrisean, the only person that she's gonna listen to at this point is Junior. Well, if you've made it to the end of this video and you enjoyed this content, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. While you're there, go ahead and let me know, what do you think? Should Blueface just focus on his and Jaden's career and stop being such a clout chaser? And when it comes to Chrisean, do you feel like she should just move completely out of LA and just relocate to another state? Well, that's it for now. I'm Annie, and it was nice talking to you.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours.